Hello, it's Kristen Louise here. And today I want to talk about something that has come through really strongly for me to share, which is around debunking the spirituality myth. So what do I mean by that? First of all, let's look at language. Let's look at the word spiritual. Because really, what I'm saying is a lot of our language and the words that we use carry particular connotations with them, whether they be positive or negative. And what I've come to realize is a lot of the words and language that we use are really designed to create further division and separation among us, when really what we're coming into now is a time of becoming more of a unified field of consciousness, becoming more unified, coming together in unity. And I'm going to explain this a little bit more. Now, being spiritual or spirituality is a word that has been bandied around a lot, particularly in the last couple of years, as we're coming into this new age of being, really. So when we think about the word spiritual, it comes from the word spirit. And spirit is the essence of who we truly are. So there's a lot of people in the spiritual community who will profess to be spiritual or profess to be a high level spiritual teacher or mentor or highly spiritual. Now, what I'm going to say here may rub a lot of people the wrong way, but what they're really doing is attaching their ego to it. I'm not even going to say spiritual ego. I'm going to say they're coming from a place of egoic identification with that concept. Because if the word comes from spirit, then we're that already. We are spirit. That's the very essence of who we are. Everything on this planet and beyond exists as spirit, as an energy. And that is inside of us already. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. We are spiritual beings having a human experience in this lifetime, at one of the most amazing times to be here. So only those beings that are already that would choose to come down at such a pivotal time of change on this beautiful planet. Spirit not only exists within us, exists outside of us. Spirit is it's the animal and plant kingdom. It's everything. It's Pachamama, it's earth. It's all spirit, all of it. Even when we go into the etheric realms, it's still spirit. So to think that you're not spiritual already is a fabrication and a lie, because you are already that. That is the part of us that is eternal. It never dies, which also would lead us to realize that death is also an illusion. We don't die, we just go somewhere else. It just means our time on this earth plane is done. We go somewhere else. The journey continues, it never ends. So it's really important, I feel, with this message to come across that it's time for us to stop seeking something outside of ourselves. Being spiritual is not something that is outside of you, something you need to attain or a goal to set yourself to, because you're already that. You are spiritual. You're spirit already. So people that we see who are professing to be a spiritual teacher, spiritual mentor, high-level spiritual being are really just trying to sell you something. They could be selling you an idea or a concept, more than likely, or a program. What I'm alluding to here is there's no hierarchy anymore. It's gone. There's no one above you. There's no one below you. We're all on the same playing field. What you get to do is choose whether you decide to go within and discover that part of yourself that already exists and is connected to everything and everyone. It's not something outside of you. There's nothing lacking or missing within you. It's already there. You came as a whole package onto this earth. You've already got it. You got the goods. You're good to go. So I believe a big part of what is occurring now is this remembering of that fact. Because anything else is a lie. Spirit is a state of being. And we are beings of love. We are love. That is who and what we are. Spirit is divine, unconditional love within you. So what is more loving? What is the greatest act of self-love? Is giving yourself the space and time to tap into that part of you and to remember that this is who you truly are. You don't need to seek it from someone else or somewhere else. Now, I'm not saying that people in the spiritual community aren't acting out of people's best interests or out of a sense of wanting to serve others. And there's certainly a place for everything in this world. And some people may need a helping hand to remember and tap into that part of themselves. But what I'm saying is just to be highly aware and conscious of the fact that you are already spiritual. So that's really what I wanted to share with you today, is that just to be mindful of what is out there at the moment. And we're really coming into this space now of really shedding these identities that we built around ourselves. And this has become one of them, the identity of being spiritual. Because it's bullshit. Because we all are already spiritual. We are spirit. So whenever you see these terms being used, just remember that you are that already. And sure, there's different ways to be able to go in and access that. I normally do it through meditation, listening to music at 963 hertz. That is I find fabulous for actually opening yourself up more and connecting to all that is. But there's many different ways to do it. Sometimes people walk, sometimes people chant, sometimes people do yoga. It's endless. And whatever works for you, works for you. So I just really want to get that across today, that you are already that. You're not missing anything, you're not lacking anything. There's no one's better than you. We're all the same. We all come from the same place. And the very fact that you're here on this earth at this time means you are a superpower already. Or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have chosen in on this journey in this lifetime. So really this is about going in and trusting ourselves. Trusting that we are connected to so much more than what we can see around us. And we're always being guided and supported and loved by a whole angelic team around us. Our guides, angels, your higher self, which is a future version of you anyway. You're guiding yourself on this mission in this lifetime. So please remember that, and especially at times when you're disheartened or looking for answers outside of yourself. And I had this just yesterday. The key is actually to go back in with yourself and remember. And quite often it's a feeling or it's a knowing. It's not something logical. It's heart-based. And it's just a process of remembering how truly magnificent you are. And to be able to come to a greater level of peace within yourself, particularly with what's going on around us at the moment. So you are your own power source. You are your own generator and you're your own projector. So by going in and accessing these higher parts of ourselves or higher dimensions within ourselves is what will give you the greatest service at this point in time. I love you all so much. Thank you for listening, and that was debunking the spirituality myth. Bye for now.